everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Katie and welcome to my closet transformation video. So if you guys have followed me for a while, either on Instagram or here on YouTube, you'd know that I've been saying forever that I want to redo my closet, and it is finally done. It's been done for I think a few days now, so everything is put away and organized, and I'm gonna kind of just reveal what I did and obviously the little process of me doing this, because I did do this by myself. The only thing that I had help with was from my boyfriend and uncle who came to actually install the closet. It was just mentally and physically draining, but it's so rewarding and worth it in the end. So I'm really proud to show you guys what the final result is, and I'm pretty proud of my accomplishments with this closet. So without further ado, let's just get right into this video. All right, so this is my closet. Please ignore the mess over here. This is literally all the closet pieces that have to go in, and just like a few cleaning things and a few pieces that I need to put away temporarily because I just bought them. But yeah, this is my closet, and this is essentially just the thought process for my closet. These are the pieces I have. I actually don't have these mesh baskets, so we have to go to Ikea anyways back to pick up some things, so I'm gonna pick up these mesh baskets. And my entire closet cost me like $200 and something, which is pretty good. So it's the boaxel planner. It's like one of the cheapest ones, and it's the only one that would fit like in my closet. My boyfriend does live here like during the weekends usually, because he goes to school like Monday to Fridays, and it would be nice if I could have like a bigger space for him to keep his stuff than just like this little nightstand. So yeah, another reason to reorganize my closet. But yeah, back to my closet. Today is Thursday and I want to get this done like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think today I'm just gonna start by taking literally everything out of my closet and like cleaning it, like vacuuming it. Like I don't even know when's the last time I vacuumed my closet. So it really does need to be cleaned, because I am gonna repaint it as well, like all white. Obviously when I take out all these beams and stuff, like it's gonna be a nightmare. So I think I'm just gonna take everything out of the closet for now, and then also take this thing out, because this thing is really easy to take out, and figure out what I want to do with this. I might actually put it over here. I have a bunch of picture frames and stuff, but I might put it somewhere here behind my door, kind of this little area. So maybe I can put like my keys or like some purses that I'm using for the day. Oh yeah, speaking of purses, this is my bookshelf. This is supposed to be my bookshelf, also from Ikea, and I have one over there. But the problem is I've been storing my purses in here because I have nowhere to put them without it being like a mess, and it needs to be organized. And obviously I'm a huge bookworm and I need more places for my books, and this is just not going to cut it anymore. Yes, I have snacks up there, just leave that alone. I'm going to move all of this stuff up there for now, just to make sure nothing breaks or anything, just for now. So yeah, we're going to start by taking everything out, and then I will show you what the empty closet hopefully looks like. Okay, I just literally cleaned and emptied out the entire closet, and I just put the closet pieces back in here. I left that one out because I'm going to return it, and my room is a disaster, of course. I'm gonna put some stuff back in the closet like temporarily until I paint the whole thing, because that's like not happening today. So I'm gonna put some stuff probably on the floor and like up there, just like temporarily until I'm ready to paint it. But everything's like off the hanger, and I took out what I could. I tried to take out this stuff, but it like didn't work out for me, so I'm gonna ask someone else to do it, obviously. And yeah, that's what she's looking like, all nice and empty. And I will probably update you when I'm about to paint it, so I don't know when that's gonna be, but this is it for now. Okay, update on the closet. I took, well, my boyfriend did. Well, my boyfriend helped me take out everything in the closet. So like the bar and just everything surrounding inside the closet. All the shelves, everything. And the giant shelf that was on top over here is gone. So my boyfriend helped me take it out. It was mostly him that did it. Thank you, Dylan. He did it last night. Today is Friday. And we just got back from the store because we bought a bunch of stuff for the closet. So as you can see, I need to scrape off all that glue and basically putty the wall because I have giant holes in the wall and we don't want to paint over giant holes. Am I right? Right. If I'm going to redo my closet, I'm going to redo my closet properly. There's some of the pieces that were in my closet, obviously, and then the new closet. And I basically have to take all of this out. My room is an absolute disaster. I mean, my boyfriend likes to call it controlled chaos because he said I'm such a control freak that it's literally like controlled chaos, but it's still really chaotic for me and it is giving me anxiety. So the faster we do this, the faster I can literally get rid of all this stuff and put it back in my closet. But for now, this is what I'm dealing with. Oh god, I'm so sorry guys. I look like a mess because I'm about to do work. So this is my dad's t-shirt that he's actually, long sleeve shirt that he's throwing out. And it's stained already, so I was like, I can paint in these. And then I have my very cheap shorts from Shein that I don't really care if they get dirty. So let's do a little haul of what I got. So first things first, there is, I mean, I already had, oopsies, but we got the dry decks. So it's like the putty to cover like all the holes, obviously, for the closet. We went to Reno Depot and the dollar store. Surprisingly, I found a lot of stuff at the dollar store. I have an angled brush because I was told to get an angled brush. I have the putty tool or the scraper tool, whatever you want to call this. I've got this sandpaper kit thing. So like it's a handheld like sandpapering kit. And it has like soft, medium, and like rougher, I guess you could say. I don't know. We got some green tape because we do not want to paint the floors or anything that I don't want to be painted. We got some drywall screws because Ikea didn't come with any drywall screws, so that's fun. And I'm not going to go all the way back there to buy some screws. Like, I'm trying to get this whole closet in by this weekend. So we got the paint. So this is the Sipsico Pro, and it's basically a semi-gloss white latex paint. So it's latex semi-gloss white. That's what my uncle told me to get. So thank you, if Uncle Mino, if you're watching this, thank you so much for helping me out with all of this stuff. He gave me like a whole list of things to get because I am not a professional, he is. So yeah, got some paint. We actually bought the last can of paint. It was the last one there and it was like on sale, which is really amazing. So I got the last can. I'm very happy about it. Then obviously I got the paint roller and then this piece. Obviously I flipped it in already. This is from the dollar store, surprisingly. We also have this like protection thing. My mom already had this, but it's basically to put on the floors and everything so you don't spill paint all over the floors. So yeah, I'm gonna put this obviously with the tape on the floor. And then we have these things, you know, paint trays. My little haul, I think that's it.
Something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
So I'm about to putty the wall with my very extended knowledge from my 5-minute YouTube video that I just watched on how to putty a wall. So wish me luck. It's actually really fun doing this by myself. Even if I do mess it up, it's kind of like at least I know that I did it, you know, myself, and I can be proud of it, sort of. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I'm gonna try and putty the wall. It is definitely gonna take a few layers, I think, because the holes are like so deep. And actually that side of the closet is like the worst. I'm going to show you in a second. It's so bad. But I'm going to try to putty this side first because it's like the easiest side, so that I can kind of like get the hang of it, I guess. And then you kind of learn from there. And it is the pink putty, so it does dry white. It's like it goes on pink and you know it's wet, and then when you know it's dry, it's all white. So hopefully it dries fast so I can do multiple layers before I start painting. Just to show what I'm talking about, this is what I've done so far. I don't think it's that bad for a first time, and I'm getting better as I'm going. I'm definitely gonna need more layers, but we're doing good. We're doing good. So this is the disaster that is this side of the wall that I'm really scared to do, because there is a giant hole there, and then it goes all the way down because I had shelves, and then obviously the other side as well. Little update, it took me like, I feel like an hour or two to do this, but it's already drying over here. I feel like I maybe did it a bit too thick, but it doesn't matter, I'm trying. And then obviously I struggled, sorry it's dark down here, the most over here. As you can see, it's still pretty holy, and then I have all this really bad, it's badly done over here, I'm not gonna lie, but I tried my best. And actually that was a really huge hole and I managed to cover it a little bit, but that's definitely gonna need a few layers, I think. But it's already drying pretty quickly and I just finished. So it is now the morning. This is the little update I have. So everything is now dried. Sorry, it's kind of dark. It's literally like 7 a.m. So yeah, I'm gonna use my sanding tools to sand it down, and then I'm gonna re-putty because I have giant holes still. Yeah, so like these are the giant holes that I really have to fix. Yeah, there's quite a few. So definitely have to do a few more layers of the putty before I can even begin painting.
I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness.
Little update, this side of the wall is already starting to dry, and I'm very happy with it. Just a reminder, I am not a professional, so I'm doing the best I can. It definitely needs to be sanded down like a lot, but there was a lot of damage to my walls. I don't know if you guys saw in like the first original clips, obviously you saw like the huge holes, so I'm really happy to see that there are no huge holes anymore. The corners are going to take me a lot longer to do because it's actually really hard to put putty in corners. I don't know why, but it just is. This wall is like perfectly fine, I didn't have to do anything. Now moving on to this side is where the huge damage was. I think I did a pretty good job so far in covering the giant holes that were here. So to be honest, when we took out the shelving that was here, literally the walls had giant holes, and the only thing that was holding it like together were like pieces of wood that they shoved in the holes. So obviously when the shelves came out, those pieces of wood came out too, and I didn't really want to put them back because I just thought it was so dumb. It's gonna take me a really long time probably to do these holes, but so far I think it looks pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I mean obviously it's not dry yet, but I think I'm doing pretty good, honestly. And then here obviously was a really big hole as well. And then all of here was just so bad. So can we talk about the mess that is my shoes and this floor from sanding down? This is insane. Oh my god. This side is all dry, but down there it still needs a little bit more drying, but I can begin sanding at least this side, and then hopefully by the time I'm done this side, the other side will be done too. Okay, so the putty is officially dry. I sanded it down, and this is what the closet's looking like. Very nice. I cannot be bothered to putty again. I know it's like not the best, but I really can't be bothered. So yeah, I'm gonna start painting, but before I can do, well, I cleaned. As you can tell, there's no more dust all over the floor. It was really getting to me. It's like all in my mouth. So before I start painting, I do have to tape like the floors and put all like the safety stuff before painting. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I will be right back. Alright, here's the setup. Gonna be fun, hopefully. Might sound strange, but I've never actually opened a can of paint before. Would you look at that? I did it. It's really white. Wow. I think this is a stick thing that you mix it, right? Oh my goodness. Yes. lovely can of paint. I'm kind of just using the paint. Oh my god, that's on the can top itself for now, just to practice, you know, this little baseboard over here.
Keep mumbling, I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing, you've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
First layer is on. This took so long. I'm literally dying. Oh my god. This is our first layer. Sorry, it's really dark outside, so I'm using my ring light to actually see what the hell's going on in here, because I can't see. But this is our first layer and she's looking good. Here's my mess and here's my ring light. Okay, it's the next morning and the paint is dry, and here's what it looks like. And I think it's a few layers of paint. I don't even know how many layers. It's 3 layers of paint. You
did 2, I did 1.
I did 2. My boyfriend came last night and did 1. And there it is. Very, very nice. And my patchwork over here is pretty good, I gotta say, for our first time. And here's where we had the giant hole. As you could tell, I got really fucking lazy over here with my sanding down and patchwork. So it's very bumpy, but it's fine. I don't really care. Doesn't have to be super perfect. And here too, you can tell I got a little bit lazy, but it's fine. It looks really great. I'm really happy with it. Astroline has been such a good little boy, haven't you? You've been a good boy. Yeah, you've been a good boy. He's just staying up here out of my way. Obviously he wasn't here yesterday when the paint was being done, so he was very upset because he thought I was ignoring him all day, but I wasn't. I just was protecting you from the fumes. And because you're a chocolate lab and white would not look good on you. White paint would not look good on you. No. Dylan's like taking these things out. These screw things? Are they screws?
Some of them are nails, some of them are screws.
Ah, so some of them are nails and some of them are screws.
That was shitty.
It was shittily done. So these are the things that were like in my closet, and you could like the green stuff and white stuff is like all that glue and nastiness. So we're basically needing to take them out because we have to store them, but obviously we don't want to store them with the nails and screws in it because that is dangerous. Okay, so now that you've seen the sort of progress, I guess you could say, with the closet, I did not film myself actually inserting like all my clothes or inserting the actual closet just because pressure was on and we were getting frustrated. So I'm just gonna start with this side. Also keep in mind my closet isn't technically 100% done just because I'm missing a few pieces for the other side over here, like these little mesh baskets that I wanted to insert, but Ikea unfortunately is sold out of them. I'll show you what this side looks like. So here's this side of the closet. It doesn't look that different from this angle from what it was before. Okay, so yeah, upwards in here I was able to store all of my like Christmas stuff, my I don't know, just random stuff that were basically meant to be put away. Yeah, I had to be really careful about where I put this shelf just because if I put it any higher, I wasn't able to put stuff and store stuff at the top there, so that's fine. I mean, it worked out really beautifully. So this is the shelf. The shelf goes all along, all the way down to this side, as you will see later. So this side, I really wanted to focus on hanging my longer stuff over here. So I'm gonna bring you down a little bit so you can see. So yeah, as I was saying, I really wanted to focus on hanging my jackets, more of my longer things on this side of the closet because I do have a lot of that stuff. And then like kind of goes by length. It is a lot of space actually, still, and they're very sturdy. So I am not terrified that this is going to fall over or anything. And as you can probably see, I think over here, not really, maybe, those are the brackets. And these things can be moved around, which I really like. So if I don't like this, like next year I want to play around more with the pieces and I want to add shelving and whatever, you could do that. You could totally move this stuff around, which is also why I really love it, because you kind of personalize it to what you want in your closet. I find a lot of the Ikea systems, you'll buy them and they're kind of just made the way they are and you kind of have no choice but to have them like that. I don't know how to explain it, but this one is very, very easy to like move around. Going down into my closet, you can kind of see there's like space there, and I wanted to leave that space for my laundry basket, but I don't really like my laundry basket there, so it's kind of like a little storage space. I'm not really sure. I might have to actually get a laundry basket to put it on the outside of my room so it actually looks nice, because my laundry basket is obviously really ugly because I've always kept it in my closet, so it didn't matter. Moving on to like this middle section, which obviously you can't see well because of my sliding doors, and this is literally the extent of it. But this middle section, I also put another attached bar up here, so this is one bar and then over here is another bar, so it's separated by these hangers. And essentially I just hung all of my longer sweaters, or my, you know, my crew necks, or my like knit sweaters, just stuff like that in here. My hoodies, some of them that are longer. And I do have a Forever 21 hanger. I do have a few Forever 21 hangers. If you guys didn't know, I used to work at Forever 21, and when the store closed down in Canada, they let us take basically whatever, so they let me take a few hangers. So I do have this one hanger because my boyfriend is obsessed with this one hanger and he calls it his hanger, so I leave it in here for when he comes over and he hangs his like jacket or sweater. That's where it goes. And this bar is pretty, like, I could fill up this bar even more than I already have it filled up, which is great. So I have a lot of space, which is really nice, and it emptied out, you know, some of my dressers, which is really great. And it has more space for my boyfriend stuff if he ever wants it. But down here I have another bar. You always have to put a shelf and then add a bar, so it's the same thing as up here. So you always have to have the shelf and then you can add the bar. And essentially I just keep like some of my shirts, like not longer shirts, but some of my shirts, so like this shirt, or like, you know, tops that really need to be hung up, like this, you know, the material and whatever. I also have my cropped sweaters, so I have my Champion crop sweater here that I actually cut by myself because I'm crazy and that's what I do. Oh, and also my cropped hoodies, because I do have a few of these and I kind of wanted to get more and I needed space to put them, and now I have a lot of space to put them, so I'm happy about that. Also have these hangers, I guess, from the dollar store. I don't know if you can see them that well, but you can basically stack a bunch of like skirts or dresses, so I do have some skirts in here as well, some dresses up here, just depending. Moving on to this side of my closet, I'm please asking you to bear with me. It is still a mess. It is an organized mess, but it is a mess because I'm missing, like I said earlier in this video, those mesh baskets and all that stuff. And I need to add some hooks and stuff in my closet for my purses, because I didn't realize how many purses I have. So if you watched earlier, you would know I had all my purses stacked in here. Thankfully I emptied it out, so I'm able to buy more books and stack my books in here, which is really nice. So bear with me when I open this. It's not that bad, but it's bad for me. So here's this side of my closet. So we're gonna start up and then go downwards like we did before. Okay, so let's start all the way up here. Obviously I put my aesthetics bag, all my aesthetic stuff. I have some scarves here. This is really badly organized. I need to get more bins, as you could tell. That is a bag of clothes that I need to sell. So that bag is obviously gonna leave sometime soon whenever I decide to sell my clothes again. So that's kind of just chilling up there for now. So it's a temporary thing. This part is where it gets a little bit tricky. So I do have this insert over here that came with the closet basically to hang like pants and stuff, but honestly I feel personally like it is a waste of space. You can only hang like what, 6 pairs of pants in here, and I just would rather have shelves and to put either the mesh baskets up there, or even just having shelves like this stacked and then having my pants folded in the shelves so that I'd have more space, because this shelf goes pretty deep into my closet. So I would have the space to do that. So honestly, I think I'm gonna take it out. As you can see, I have a purse hanging on the bracket over here. So this bracket is basically what you use to attach all your shelving, all your hooks, like everything. So these are the brackets that you have to have. And I just have my purse that I'm currently using just slung there, because where else am I gonna put it? And then I have a bunch of other purses slung on the other side over here, which goes all the way down, which I guess is pretty cool. And I just have my leather pants and kind of my pants that are more dressy to hang up like this, just so they don't get creased or damaged or whatever you want to call it. And this was all done really quickly, so it doesn't really have an organizational sense to it, but that's what this looks like. So moving on to this kind of center where it is the epitome of a mess. Like, it's organized mess, but it's a mess. So I have all my little purses, like kind of like this type of purse there. This is my Deathly Hallows Harry Potter purse, and I'm really excited to use this when I go to Universal in July. So anyways, I just have purses like that, or kind of like this one, just stacked in here because I had nowhere else to put them. And then I just have a bin of random like hats and gloves and just workout stuff in there. Just, I have no idea where to put it, but at least I have a bin for it. And then all the way down here is kind of like my larger bags, I guess, like backpacks, tote bags, longer purses. What I was thinking in regards to the purse, since we're talking about purses, I do have some space, like this much space inside the closet over here. So I was thinking of hanging a bunch of hooks on the wall, starting from all the way on top to the bottom, to hang all these purses. This is not cutting it for me. This is making me anxious. I have a bunch of random stuff at the bottom here. This is really bad. That stuff needs to go. Just saying. I had to take the camera off the tripod thing to show you down here. So I just have a bunch of boots and stuff down here. Again, this side is completely like, this is not permanent at all. I'm putting baskets. So I'm definitely gonna find a way to organize my boots better, because this is just, I don't know what this is. And then down here I have some boots and my shoes, and it goes kind of all the way down. And then it's funny because like the bottom part over here are actually shelves from the OG closet that I need to keep, obviously, for when I move out, and I have to re-put the OG closet back because I do live in an apartment, and technically you're supposed to leave it the way you found it, so I gotta do that. And then it kind of just goes all the way down that way. And then over here I have an extra shelf because I don't have any more of these like bracket things, this thing to put the shelf up. So yeah, I just have an extra shelf there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but for now this is the situation, but it's not a permanent situation. So I do have this guy right here for my shoes. This thing literally only fits like 4 of each, so it's like literally 8 pairs of shoes, which is not very helpful. So I'm going to get a new one that I saw at Ikea that fits, I think, 12, which is better than 8. So hopefully that frees up some of the space in my closet. And I also have shoes in the under my bed over here, like my summery shoes. I have them stored under the bed, so that is not all of my shoe collection, guys. So yeah, I think that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Alright guys, that is going to conclude the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and maybe you got inspired to do something that maybe you thought that you wouldn't be able to do, or you wouldn't be great at, or you wouldn't succeed at. Like, honestly, going into this, I didn't think that I would be able to, I guess. I know it sounds simple, but as someone who's never like really painted, obviously I painted when I was like a kid, but someone who's never painted a wall or puttied a wall or sanded down the wall or anything like that, I think it's really, really cool to push yourself and kind of just see what you're actually capable of. So I'm really, really proud of myself for that, and I totally believe that if you really, really put your mind to something, you can definitely achieve it. I really hope everybody is staying safe, happy, and healthy as always. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to support me and if you like my channel. I have all of my social media links down in the description down below. That's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.